that'll begin.
Okay.
Craig Brown, welcome.
Thank you.
Great to
I
see you.
appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah. Great to see you in person instead of just driving by the house.
I know, it's been crazy.
Your father was many things to many people
He
here
was.
in Wayne County. And for you, first and foremost, he was dad. Huh?
Right.
Yeah. What are some of your early memories of your
I got so many of them. I mean,
probably 13 or 14?
okay, well, I used to go to work with him every summer. I mean, since I was in kindergarten, he babysat me. Mom worked at the bank at, it was Far West Bank back then.
Uh-huh.
So I had to go with Dad all day, and he took care of me and everything. And then, I was, for years, every summer I'd go with him, and I'd help clean up the trash and the garbage around the job sites, and everything. And I remember they was down to the Wonderland Inn.
Oh, yeah.
They helped. That was when he was with Taylor and Brown back then,
Okay.
and done that. And yeah, just always hung out with my dad. Always.
So you started at the bottom.
Very bottom. Low man on the totem pole.
What do you remember? What went on from there? At what point did you start wielding a hammer and a saw?
Probably when I got about 16, 17 is when I would start getting paid to work with him.
Serious?
I was getting a wage. Because I was old enough, I went and bought a truck. He'd helped me, we got the finances and everything. But I worked every day to make the payments on that thing.
Okay.
So
he partnered with.
well, he started Taylor and Brown Construction in 1974.
Okay.
Prowl Taylor.
Okay.
Him and Prowl started that. And then in let me look here. I'm very bad at this.
That's okay. Go ahead.
He started Paul Brown and Sons in 1993.
Okay.
Yep, they just kind of had a break off and started that, and it was me and him from 93, and Jan Stringham. Jan Stringham was a native Tory man.
Yeah.
Been here for a long time. He was a great guy.
Yeah.
Yep, so.
Played the good guitar too.
Oh, yes, he did. Yep. He had Jan and Dad. Oh, they taught me so many things.
What were some of the projects early on that you all were involved with?
We done lots of, just lots of house building. I mean, we built Sarah King's house up there. That was been about 30 years ago. And that's when Grundy Concrete started their business and came into it.
What'd you do for concrete?
We had
Till then?
Coxes from over to Aurora.
Wow.
They would travel, over the mountain. And this is a story that my dad was, when concrete came, it's known as a Paul Brown fit by everybody. When concrete came, you was just knees and elbows. You was just working that stuff. Because it came over the mountain for an hour. Mm-hmm. When it got there, it was getting warm in the barrel, hot at work and set up and everything. And then when Grundy started, it was just coming from Lyman. It was a ball changer, a game changer. It was showed up and life wasn't as bad. You could work it a little bit better. So,
So growing up, you said that Paul babysat you during the summers.
oh yeah,
But you had siblings as well.
oh yeah. I have a sister. She lives in Teasdale, and I had a brother. He passed away in 2021. Mm-hmm. So.
What was that like? Were you normal kids?
Yeah, we was normal kids.
Normal kid stuff?
My brother was 7 years older than me,
Uh-huh.
and I really didn't get to hang with him much. 7 years is a big gap.
Sure.
And my sister, she was 3 years older than me. We're really close. She lives in Teasdale. Mm-hmm. And my brother, he went to college and went on a mission and all that, and then got married when I was still in high school. And they lived in Logan and Idaho and Montana. So I never did really, hang out like we should have.
Sure.
The 7 year gap.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we was normal. We had a great family life.
And Paul was a real active public servant.
Yes, he was.
He was a deputy sheriff. He was mayor. He was a firefighter, ambulance rider, driver.
driver,
Search and rescue.
Yep. Dad was. Let's see here. I'm going to look at these notes. I got this written down. He was the mayor of Loa in 1982. And when he was the mayor out there at the cemetery west of town, he was the one that got water out there, irrigation water, so they could plant grass in his mayoral term. So, yeah, he done that, and then he was, search and rescue forever. I have lots of memories of Dad in the search and rescue.
Tell us some stories.
We helped build the rifle range there in Bicknell,
Okay.
the search and rescue. So I'd come and help him. And then Dad got involved with the sheriff's department, became a reserve deputy. And he would always take me out with them. They'd always have shoots, like qualification shoots and everything. So I'd go out there and I learned how to shoot, and we had competitions, and it was fun. Had lots of good times.
Hunting, fishing, gardening.
Lots of hunting and fishing. Oh man, we spent lots of time. Phil McGee from Lyman. Kenny Knight, he lived right here in Torrey, right here on Main Street. They was good friends of Dad's, and we'd always go hunting and fish with them up on the boulder. And Dad and I was pretty much a magnet for lightning. I got some stories.
Go ahead.
Well, we was up fishing. Well, first I'm going to say this: we was out camping on the west end of Boulder, hunting elk, and where we've camped there years and years, in a row. Well, anyways, we was out there and we was in the trailer getting ready to go to bed, and a thunderstorm come in, and lightning hit the tree next to us and blew out everything in that trailer. The electrical system, everything. We're like, well, he didn't get us today, so we was good. And then we was working at the old schoolhouse here in Torrey, the Airbnb, or the bed and breakfast. Mm-hmm. We had to put in some metal beams clear across that building. It was quite a sight. We had cranes. We had cranes bringing them down in, and we had to shove them through the building and everything. It was all metal to make the standards right for the engineers.
Sure.
And anyways, we was up there working on them, and we'd have to drill holes through them to put wood into them to bond so we could sheetrock around them.
Okay.
We was up there one day, and Dad was on an 8-foot ladder, and I was next to him, and a good old July thunderstorm come through and hit, and it shocked Dad. It hit the building, and it pretty much blew him off the ladder.
Wow.
I mean, it didn't hurt him, it just enough to give him a good jolt.
Sure.
And yeah, he's like, never again. He hated it. Got shocked, and then we was up to Donkey Reservoir one day. Same thing. Been up there fishing, having a good time, just him and I on the 4-wheelers up to there, and we was catching the fish and cooking them for our lunch,
Sure.
Anyways, we had a fire going, had the fish sitting there in the cans and everything, cooking it, and good old thunderstorm come over Donkey Rim. We were sitting there, and it hit so close, we both grabbed each other. We were standing around the fire. We both grabbed each other, And we're like, oh, we got to get out of here. So we got out of there and we went back to Lower to the Country Cafe and had a hamburger instead of our fish. So, yeah, it was
Lightning rod.
lightning.
Okay.
Yeah, lightning did not like me and my dad.
Well, we have some slides.
Okay.
Let's go through and you can make some commentary
All right,
on
you
that,
bet.
and you'll see them there, and everybody else will see them here.
Oh man, that's mom and dad. It's been well, that was right after dad got diagnosed with cancer,
Okay.
and we done a big family photo shoot and everything, and yeah, yeah, it was good times. That's me down at we was down in Grover. What's his name? We built a big home down there. John Diamond was
Oh, sure. Architect.
the architect on it. Yeah, and that me and one of the helpers we brought in from Salt Lake to help us, Ivan Munoz. He was a great guy. Yeah. That was a great day right there. That's me and my dad and my nephew. My dad had always been putting in for the big draw hunts,
Okay.
for the bucks. Well, he finally drew the Pontegant, which is down by Kanab, and it's a sought-after tag. It took him like 20 years. They do it on points, and he had 20 points, and Hagen's a guide. And we went down there, and we spent 2 weeks down there, just driving around, looking at deer, hunting, and finally that night that we got that, it was great. Yeah, that's over at Escalante,
Okay.
over at White Hollow,
Okay.
the state park over there. Yep, Hagen and I take Grandpa bass fishing over there every year. The three of us big boys in a little boat. It was kind of scary.
Let's see what we got now.
Yep, and that's the old man rocking the power trowel. He never gave up. He was always busy. That was in Loa. I think it was Colleen Allen's house we was building.
Okay.
And yeah, he was always out there on the
see.
job with us.
What we got here?
These are his Intarsia works. It's been back in about 2001. My dad built a shop out back, and I helped him build it. And, it was for business, and
That's a big shop.
it is a big shop. And he loved woodworking. And anyways, we finally got it done, and he would spend so much time out there, and he never got taught. He was self-taught to do this. He would buy, I think it was like the woodworking magazine or something, and just see articles and stuff. And it's called Intarsia,
Right.
and he went crazy with it, and he done great. He loved it.
I remember one time I was there, probably dropping off a check or something, and it seemed
Right.
he was working on a hope chest or a chest. He did that for all the.
Oh yeah, the granddaughters. Yeah, he
Granddaughters.
made them all cedar chests.
Okay.
Yep. He made them all cedar chest, all handcrafted. Everything. Everyone was different. It was kind of the same style, but everyone had its own. Because he would cut out pieces on the scroll saw, and every granddaughter got a different, style kind of thing.
Okay.
So, yeah, just some more great work he done. Yeah, the polar bears. Yeah, he'd just sit out there and do that. He'd come home from work, and we'd go to the office and do some paperwork or something, and he's like, I'm going to go out and shop. And
Okay.
he'd stay out there, and
So it was a bit of therapy as well as.
It was his therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of his therapy. Yep. Yep. Yep, he done a great job with that stuff. That's the curio cabinet he built my mother. Right there. That's kind of the style that he did. Like the cedar chest and stuff for the granddaughters were all kind of based around that kind of same shape and stuff. So
Oh, we can come back to that. You still have your Hope chest?
Yes.
Good.
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah. Not getting rid of it.
right.
Good. Again, if anybody has any questions or comments you want to make, microphone there by Alan at the video station. We'd love to have you be on the record. It'll be archived
Nice.
and available to go back and look at and listen.
Forever.
So,
Nice.
for sure.
That's
Yeah,
great.
Yeah. Well, was it ever in doubt that you'd sort of follow in some of Paul's footsteps? Obviously, construction and
Yeah.
also a firefighter.
Right. Yep. I think it was my senior year in high school. We was working up fish. My dad got a job for a big cabin. I think it was like a $1.2 million cabin back in '97.
Wow.
The guy you've seen the marshmallow Rice Krispie treats in the store, the campfire marshmallow treats.
Yeah,
He was the one that manufactured them and got them going.
I see.
So we got that job. It was a 3-year job because we had to quit in the winter because of the snow and everything. And my senior year, I'm like, Dad, I want to go to college. So I went to Provo. It was UVSC at the time before they went to UVU. And I went out and building construction.
Amazing.
So, anyways, I was there for a while, and I'm like, why am I paying money to learn from some guy teaching me every morning when I could just come home, make money, and learn from the best around? So I did. I moved back home and been with him ever since. Yep. And then, when I was 21, me and my first wife, the daughter's mother, we bought a house in Lyman, and then I was like 20 at the time, but you had to be 21 to be on the fire department at that time. And they would come by and do training. We had a 1964 LaFrance. This thing was older and old. It's actually now in the museum up in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
So, but they come by and I'm like, I want to get on that. So I went and got on the fire department with them and everything. And now I've been 23 years on the fire department with them.
Yeah, I remember one day on a project, and I asked the crew, well, where's Paul? Well, he got called to a fire.
Right? Yep. Yeah. He was on the fire department, search and rescue, and the sheriff's department. And he gave a lot back to the community.
As you watched him do all those things, and clearly you joined him for construction, you became a firefighter. What do you recall? Not so much stories, but just his motivation, or what did he have to say after a shift as a deputy? He never really was a full-time deputy. Right.
He went through and was certified as a full-time deputy. And I think it was in 2009, 2008 when we kind of had the crash a little bit.
Yeah.
That's when I decided. 'Cause Dad was still in there, and I decided. I was in the sheriff's department for a while too. I went and done training and with post and everything, and I just wanted to follow everything my dad did. He was my go-to. I looked up to him every day. He babysat me from here to here, you know. So,
Put you to work early.
oh yeah. And like I was probably 20 years old before I knew my middle name wasn't Hurry Up, you know. I mean, that's how it was, you know. You just, when you're the boss's son, I mean, if you weren't even there and something goes wrong, you're still liable for it, you know. I mean, that's just the way his father taught him, and I mean, you just, you know, but he was strict but fair and taught me a good way of life, I think. You know, I mean, I'm proud the way I was raised. So,
Anybody? Questions, comments, memories about Paul? Yeah. Okay. You worked with him and you learned that way. What, let's call it words of wisdom, do you recall that Paul would have passed on to you?
words of wisdom. One thing that sticks out in my mind is that throughout the years that he had the business, I don't think he ever had a signed contract with anybody. It was a verbal handshake, everything, and one word of wisdom that my dad would always say. Within 20 minutes of meeting a client, I can tell if I want to work for him or not. And that has stuck with me. And it's actually helped me out throughout the years. So,
Interesting.
yeah, I mean, it's just, you got the vibe. You know, you can tell if somebody's going to be honest with you or not, you know.
Now, you moved from picking up trash to,
Oh, yeah, now
you're the man.
I'm the man now, yeah. After Dad died in October 15th of 24, 3 hours prior to my birthday. My birthday is October 16th, and when he was in there, I told him, like, Dad, you got to go before my birthday, because I can't have this on my birthday. And luckily and happily, it happened about 9 o'clock, 3 hours before my birthday. So,
So as you kind of moved up the ranks, was it pretty natural because you ended up supervising
yeah,
employees?
it was. I mean, we had, like I say, Jan and Dad, heck, they worked together. I can't even remember when Jan finally had to kind of quit. I mean, just the health reasons, you know, getting older. And, oh, yeah, Jan was always Jan was the man, and I was the grunt. But, you know, I kept learning from him and everything. And then after Jan kind of quit, then we hired a few other guys. And I've had probably 10 employees since then, you know. But I was basically the foreman at the time. And I just kept learning from, you know, I mean, you learn from your mistakes. And, yeah, just kept going and going. And then probably the last, I'm going to say 5 years, I was when we started this guy's house, Jason Willard, down here. That was the first house that I was in charge of the whole time. I mean, I don't even think my dad really came and saw the house too much, you know.
Maybe
So,
stop by once or twice.
right, but yeah, that's when I got what year was that?
And everything still works, huh?
I hope so.
We'll talk about that.
Right.
That was 2019.
2019, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the first one that I was set sand 2019. I've been captain in charge since, so,
That's great.
so.
What was maybe the most fun project you recall?
Hell, it's not much fun. It's work. No, we had a lot of fun. I remember we poured the dance hall down here at the Big Apple. me and Jan and Dad, and they had a bunch of local guys around helping us. We just come in and done it for them, and we had a lot of fun there. They had barbecues and stuff, always doing it. And, I mean, as far as fun projects, I mean, I've had a lot.
Well, let's take it to the other extreme. What do you see as some of the most difficult projects?
Oh. One of the most difficult ones we was up then up above the Garcane power plant over in Boulder. We had to do. We got a job with Jackson Excavations to go in and put some concrete barriers for the fish. And I mean, these things were like 17 foot tall, 16 inches wide, probably 80 feet long. And we had number 5 rebar, which is 5/8 rebar, tied 6 inches on center. I mean, that was out of our realm. I mean, we've done a lot of concrete like that, but I mean, this was a big job. And Dad got us that job, and we went in, we done it. We learned and made it work.
5-inch rebar.
5/8.
Oh, 5/8.
5/8.
Okay.
Yeah, 5/8. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called number 5. Yeah, sorry, but yeah.
You know me. I don't.
You're right. But yeah, I mean, that was kind of out of our realm. I mean, we done a lot of basement foundations and stuff, just regular residential stuff. But this was probably one of the bigger commercial jobs that we've ever done.
Wow. Anybody? Question, comment? We need you to go to the microphone. Tell us who you are, and we'll make sure that you get credit. Yeah. And Alan, anybody online? Okay. Well, this is great to have all of you here. For sure.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been excited. I've been a little nervous, but still excited.
This microphone is intimidating.
Yes.
You're just talking to me and Craig.
I just wanted to say, Greg, that Fred and I were your dad and mom's good friends for years. When he was mayor, he came down and asked about getting a bunch of trees for the cemetery and for the Main Street. That Main Street is lined with can't remember the name of them. Crab trees.
Oh, yes.
And they're beautiful in the spring when they're blooming. I think of your dad every year when they're blooming. And he also built our house.
Yes, and I wanna say something about that. When we built your house up there, that was probably one of the funnest jobs that we done. Now that she reminded me, 'cause it was in the dead of winter. It was cold out. But Fred and Janet had the greenhouses out there. So, we'd be out there freezing to death, and at lunch, we'd go in the greenhouse where it's 70 degrees. No, it was just like sitting in a sauna. And we'd bring out our little ham sandwich or something, but this sweetheart almost every day brought us lunch out. Yep, we had,
Nice.
that was probably the best job ever. It was.
Thank you.
And I remember Dad coming down and getting sheep with Fred when I was a younger kid.
Oh, yeah.
They ran sheep together, kind of. They'd sell sheep and
Yeah.
everything together. Yeah.
After your dad finished building our home, here he came with one of my treasures, and it's a map of the United States.
Oh, yeah, and I didn't get pictures of those. I need to get some.
Oh, you can come and take a picture.
Yeah,
of
I
mine.
didn't send them. He would make quarter maps the quarter maps, he would, like the Antarctica thing. And every job we done, everybody that built a home got one. I think he made dozens of them. So, yes,
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's a treasure.
yep, it is.
Loved your dad.
Yeah, he's a great man. Thank you, Janet.
Thanks, Janet. Anybody else? Okay. Well, Craig, thanks for doing this. I have one last question.
Okay.
How do you want Paul Brown to be remembered?
Just being a very generous guy. I mean, he always gave back to the community. When I do know when him and I were both in the sheriff's department, they had shop with the cop every December. You know, we'd go over and your selected kids to take shopping. And my mother and him would always get a kid, whatever, but they would go above and beyond, like $300, $400, $500, you know, just make this kid's Christmas, you know. There's always donating and taking care of people. I just want my dad to be remembered as a great human that sacrificed a lot and loved the county, loved his community. So,
Well, Craig, thanks. You're a good sport.
thank you.
And,
I appreciate the opportunity.
You bet.
It's been
And,
fun.
Thanks all for being here tonight. Some events coming up. Sunday night, the John Flanders Trio will bring some jazz and standards and originals on the outdoor stage. On August 23rd, Adrian Fitzgerald will talk about the night shift. That's the animals of the night in Capitol Reef
nice.
National Park. August 30th, we'll close out the month with swing music of Swing Creek. And next month's Classic Conversation is with Cass Bromley, the superintendent of Capitol Reef National Park. So, monthly calendar is available in the Insider. And if you want to be on our email list, just go to the website, entradainstitute.org, sign up there. And please do pass by the hat. And remember, nothing that is need be just because it was. Safe travels. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.